Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for this, the final match of day one, week 4, the Unsquashable Premier League. And after that 4-game epic, it was only 4 games between Joel Ascott and Elijah Thomas, but it did seem to really have plenty of emotion and intensity. It was Joel Ascott winning 13-10. Remember, in this particular competition, once you get to 10-all, you get to call long, which means next point wins, or make that long, which means you've got to win by up to 13, or short, which is next point wins. So there you go, there's the summary. Short, next point wins, long, up to 13. And now this particular contest here, it is TEMWA CHILESHE and Leo FATIALOFA. We know we're going to get some shot making from Leo FATIALOFA, the 17-year-old ranked 380 in the world. And we have the 19-year-old TEMWA CHILESHE in red, ranked 337 in the world. So even if it goes to a long match or several games, we know we're going to see relatively quick rallies here because FATIALOFA doesn't like doing long rallies, so that's it, full stop. But he is entertaining to watch, and Joel Ascott, congratulations on that victory.
Thank you.
It was 4 games, but it seemed like 5. It was 4 games, wasn't it? Because it did seem like a while.
Yeah, we had a long game in the fourth.
Yeah, it was.
Not sure how long it was, or time-wise, but it just didn't feel too short.
No, that last game just made it stretch out, and the intensity of it as well.
Yeah, always a good intensity between me and Elijah, week in, week out, obviously, over these last few weeks. But, these two got some lethal hands on court. A lot of talent in the rackets of these two. Just never know what Leo's going to do when he's on court.
Well, that's right. It's been...
Just as I say that, big 3-wall boast.
Well, TEMWA winning week 1 and week 3, and you won week 2.
Juicy.
And like we mentioned, you will see some shot making. That was probably not the shot exactly how we planned.
A bit more of a fluke, that one, but good shot, winning shot.
So how was the court playing tonight? As regular or anything different?
It was a bit different. I feel like last week it was a lot colder on court. Today not so much for some reason, considering we're playing a little bit later as it is a working day here in New Zealand. But no, I felt like it was quite bouncy actually, and the walls were a little bit wet, but again it's still playing like it usually would, sharp. Staying very short. And kind of hard to get to the back. So, yeah.
Well, Nicholas Briggs says great job on your win, and yes, it was a good job. Unusual in the first 3 games that it was 11-5, 5-11, 11-5, 11-5. So relatively short when it came to the points.
Yeah, I felt like. Well, first of all, thanks Briggsy. I know Briggsy. He's a local boy in far north Queensland. He's been here before on this glass court, so he knows full well how it plays. But yeah, no, it was an interesting first game. Didn't really find any rhythm at all, and Elijah came out firing, and then I feel like once I adjusted, I had a slightly long second game, and then the third game I managed to grind that out, and then the fourth was kind of, I lost my momentum in the middle ground, and then managed to recoup to win 13-10 on the long call from Elijah.
Slowing it down, backhand side. Oh, gee, that was a gentle sort of directing the ball.
Yeah, it was a great rally, and then just quick switch off that left wall. So hard to read that shot when you're just at the back of the service box because you're just settling on the tee if you're the opponent. Then all of a sudden it's in the opposite corner. It's not very pleasant movement.
Well, he held it so late, then he took the pace off as well.
Oh. These two love a boast. Trickle boast play really well on this court.
Well, we saw Apa FATIALOFA, the 15-year-old, in the first match.
Making his appearance.
Yeah, it was A lot of good record.
A little bit different to his brother.
Yeah. He likes the drop shots a lot more. Like to play from the front a bit more.
He's a little bit straighter
Yeah.
of a player. He's still got great hands and good talent for his age, for sure.
Yeah, certainly the hands were there. Just a slightly different style.
Again, bringing the median age of this series down at 15. Is he 15? 16?
Yeah, 15.
Wow. Leo's on the back foot here. Top spin.
So there wasn't quite as much rain when you're on the court, but there was certainly a bit of rain.
It's stopped now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was during Jack and his match against Michael.
I think that actually hit the join of one of the panels.
I think so.
And it just went straight down.
I think the thing is, when you ask a referee, official, or umpire, are you sure? You're probably not going to get a change of mind, are you? Oh! That was almost a superb pickup.
I think everyone felt that one.
Oh,
That is not nice to play against.
gee. He'll play two of those down the side. Should switch. No, that's almost a three. You almost realise that FATIALOFA is going to play two down the side. When it comes to three, you can switch. Oh, a bit low.
Big movements. Yeah, nice straight work.
Huge variety of shots there.
Yeah, that ball seems a little bit deader in this match already. Not sure if that's me or if it is actually the conditions.
What about with the style of players? Some players hitting the ball a bit flatter, a bit more underspin.
That's true. I think me and Elijah put a bit more life into the ball, whereas these boys,
Yeah.
a lot of cut, a lot of short stuff, soft touch, so not hitting the ball as hard.
Because Leo FATIALOFA tends to slice the ball a little bit more, come underneath the ball a bit more on his backhand.
Yeah, for sure. What a nice exchange.
Great reactions from both players. All right, well, that was the first game to TEMWA CHILESHE, 11-6. Entertaining game. Some great reactions from both players. And the pace of the game, switching the tempo up and down and using all corners of the court. Almost what you'd expect from these two in particular. And Joel Ascott with me after a good 4-game win over Elijah Thomas. A little bit different this week, Joel, with a round robin format for this, the last week of the tournament, or the last week of the series. Does that change your mentality about it, or you just...
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it might be a little bit subconscious. There's not really that atmosphere or that tension as there would be in a final or a semi-final or round by round. So I think as a player you subconsciously approach it a little bit different when it's a different format. As does the crowd and the fans.
I think your fans are all in Australia.
Unfortunately. Ball staying really short with these guys. Definitely get a different kind of soreness after you play one of these two, as opposed to myself or Elijah.
So how do you describe that sort of soreness? What is the difference?
It's kind of like a sharp pain, almost. With these guys, it's a lot of fast, explosive chopping, changing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like either doing an agility session or like an interval session, two different things. Hard to explain, but I'm sure for some of the squash players out there, they know what I'm saying. thought about that one a bit too much.
And is it because of the way they play that there isn't as many calls for a let in this particular match so far than you and Elijah?
Yeah, I think they have a different way of using the space on the court. You know, they're trying to go for create things a bit more. Whereas I think me and Elijah sort of build our rallies and
Yes.
oh, again the hands, so much racket head speed from such a short swing.
Just stood his ground and was able to play it away from the body and for a winner.
Could have a strong wrist to do that.
Ooh.
It's the other side of the holds and the sharp stuff. You can give away a lot of strokes very quickly with the way these guys move each other into the front.
Oh! Nice change of direction with this shot.
Seen that shot played a few times already, but that's the first real taxi.
Let it drop too low.
I'm sure Leo's going to get one back very soon.
Oh yeah.
Can't take that.
Oh, that's a good shot. Very short swing.
That's an example of that not so nice movement that TEMWA has to endure with a hold like that. I'd say these two probably have the best, or in my opinion, the two best forehands in New Zealand. In terms of power and skill, I don't think there's anyone in New Zealand that's got the same power of skill as these two on that forehand wall.
Well, in that particular winner, it was a real hold. Swing from not from behind, but from in front. It was just able to
just that racket head speed from such a short swing.
Yeah, it's a good play.
There's the contrast. Just clawed it back to 6-7. Definitely a lot shorter of a match so far.
And in the first game of this contest, it was 11-6 to TEMWA Chileshe. Nice change of direction. Oh, again.
He's lucky because he went for that.
Yeah.
He went for the flick to try and get TEMWA back, but he read it. And smashing it into the tin. Not often TEMWA makes many errors on that big forehand.
No, it was sitting there to be hit. It was just probably went for a little bit too much on the actual shot in the end. But don't forget, everybody, that tomorrow from 3 p.m. New Zealand time, the next round, and then again also on Sunday as well. This is the final week of the UNSQUASHABLE Premier League.
A few quarties here for Leo.
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, wow. Good rally.
The flick backhand from the backhand corner right up into the forehand corner at the front.
I think that ball went into every corner in about every possible way in that rally.
You can't really coach that, can you?
No, that's definitely uncoachable.
I don't know how you. I'm trying to think how you could, but I can't.
again, he just brings his swing out in front of him and then uses his wrist to whip the ball around.
Just the raw talent is great to see.
Yeah.
That's great direction.
So I think TEMWA had a 7-1 lead, and then
Yeah, it was something like that.
yeah, then Leo's brought it back, and now we're at 9-7. So he's regrouped. It's a big forehand. Absolutely glued.
All right, well, feel free to give us a thought on the actual match or matches you've seen so far. Certainly have seen some good rallies in this particular contest. Oh, great play.
Absolute nightmare to play these guys on the glass court. I mean, as you can see, you get one ball past your opponent, and it's pretty much gone.
Oh, that's good play.
Just seems
Which way are
so
we
far
gonna go
away,
here?
doesn't it? Ooh.
Usually Leo's the... Yeah, there you go. Even Tim was surprised.
Bit of out of character, for Leo. I think people are thinking.
Oh, good play.
Just clipped the sideball and it stayed a lot shorter than Leo was expecting. So this is the interesting thing. It's 12-10.
Yeah.
Now, traditionally that would be game or set already. But he still has to get 1 point, so it just makes that a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and when someone does call short, it's fun to watch. The pace is picked up.
Oh, it's just made it up. A lot of power in those last few rallies.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of power.
Wow. There
Seems
you
to
go.
be either a lot of power or a lot of touch.
Well, after every shot in the book and every shot not in the book, it's third game that we're looking forward to now with TEMWA CHILESHE in the red, and in the light blue it is Leo FATIALOFA and Joel Ascot. We've been impressed with the range of shots, haven't we?
Yeah, I think just the options these guys have out of each four corners is pretty much endless.
It is. And
It's so hard to play against.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, you just don't really know what's going to happen. When you get two of them on court, it's very entertaining.
Is there a player in the top 10, top 20 that has these sort of options?
I'm sure all the top players have the options, whether they play it or not, and how good they make it look. Though that's the trick.
Yeah.
I mean that shot there is that's never going to come back, no matter who you're playing. I wonder what top player we would compare Leo to. It's a tricky one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe is it
I know the guy.
Egyptian, the Falcon.
The Black Falcon, that's right. Yeah. Mazen Hisham.
That's the one.
I'm not sure what he's ranked.
I think he's
I think it's 15, 16, somewhere around there.
Top 20.
Top 20. That guy, it's a very good.
He hams up the shot making as well.
Yeah.
He hams up the hair.
He's
everything
all
about
about it. It's definitely his trademark, that big head of hair that he has. Here we go. Yeah,
Nice.
it's just so hard to read.
Yeah, the options for the player chasing that are, you don't want to go to the wall.
No.
You've got such an open court. That's where you'd expect the ball to go.
But you don't want to sink onto your heels too much
Indeed.
in the middle, because then it's pretty much gone. There's not a lot getting to the back with
Look at this chop on that.
the boys right now. Shot.
Nice shot.
Big forehand finish from TEMWA.
Yeah, that was good. He controlled it well enough, knew where the player was going to be, and even if he was in the right spot, it was coming so low and fast.
Yeah. Tired movement there from Leo. It's getting worked a couple rallies ago. Got to try and find his length.
Ooh, gee. So still early stages in the third game. It's been competitive. Let's see what TEMWA can do with a couple point leads.
Definitely seems to be a bit more on the front foot in this game.
Oh, goal. Do you get it? Oh, gee.
Just such tough movements.
And the thing is, he was running there. He was on the run and still able to direct it on such a precise angle.
Just opting to run through the shot and then flick it to the other corner.
Oh, ooh.
He's looking a little bit fatigued now.
Yeah.
Leo. Understandable.
There was a shot that Elijah hit, although he missed it initially against you. I think you were surprised as well that it just completely missed the shot, but able to recover it.
Yeah, I think that's just those. When it comes off the sidewalls at the moment, you only know what's going to happen because it's a little bit slippery. And you can completely fluff it. And in that case, I think he completely missed it. And then
Yeah, he completely missed it.
ran through, and the ball ran through the back, and he managed to get it. But yeah, very, very irritating as a player.
Yeah.
It makes you feel and look
Well, it just makes
very
you feel
silly.
It makes you feel silly.
Yeah. And it's actually quite hard to see watching the stream as well when it skids off those walls. Great touch. He's called it back again though to 6-all.
Well, he did that in the second game where he was
Yeah.
down by about 1-7 and came back, and to a certain extent anyway.
I guess that's the sort of the beauty of this court. You can actually get some quick points.
That's better.
He's tried that flick a number of times in the front left, but it hasn't worked out for him.
That's two.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, he tried it again. Came off the first time, not quite so much on the second.
I think he got about half a dozen of those against me last week, but not today, unfortunately. Another one of those shots that nice to watch, not nice to play against.
No.
So it was 6-all, now 9-6.
Well, he just managed to get those 3-point lead, now down to 2-point lead. If you have a lead against Leo FATIALOFA, you have to hammer it home.
You cannot settle, that's for sure. Know that from experience. He's got 3 match balls though, TEMWA. Oh, you read it.
on the floor.
Guessed right, but just hitting the frame. So one back.
Yeah, he's won a lot of points taking those shots from around the body,
Yep.
up close to the wall almost.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
He's done well to close
That
that.
is it. Closes it out. 11-6 in the end. Straight games, albeit a tight straight game contest. That is a win there to TEMWA CHILESHE, 11-6 over Leo FATIALOFA. The